Hey Titans, in this video I'm going to show you how you can add an AI chatbot to your website. Now, if you're a small business owner and you get people on your website, you actually want to already engage with them so they can start asking you questions about your business and about your services. But if you can do it in an automated way, well, then you can actually do lead generation while you sleep, right? And as small business owners, we want to have practical implementations of automation, especially with AI. And I think this is the perfect or one of the perfect examples how you can really enhance your business using AI, using automation. So let's get into it. What I'm going to use today is Zapier. So Zapier came out with an AI chatbot feature. You can see this is a beta version, so they're still working on it. But I'm going to use this because it's really cool because it also connects to ChatGPT actually, right? And that's the perfect way to combine these two tools, all these tools, and to add them to your website. Okay, so if we go into Zapier, this is already the interface for the chatbot, but let's go first of all to Zapier itself, and let's go into the interface here. So once you get into Zapier, you can see already they added some extra features here. So one of them on the left-hand side is chatbots. So you go to chatbots, and here is the first way to actually create these chatbots. You can also create chatbots through interfaces, but I'm just going to do directly into this option here, right? And you can start creating chatbots here. Now, you will probably need, well, you have the free version. If you're paying for Zapier, you already get the option to create a chatbot. But I went into the premium add-on for chatbots, so you can actually also add files to it, so like a PDF. And I like that feature because then actually you can create a full PDF with all your services, with all your data, with all your knowledge in a text form, in a text-based form. And then you can add it, you can include it into the chatbot, right? So then the chatbot can actually formulate answers based on your data, right? Do you need that all the time? Probably not. If you're just starting out with this, you don't really need it because you can also add everything into the directive right here. You can add a lot of things in here, but this is actually just creating a prompt, right? If you would go into ChatGPT, you would create a prompt like this so that ChatGPT or your own custom GPT would actually behave as what you tell them to behave like. Now, the data portion is really interesting because, again, you can create a file that contains most of the information that you want the AI chatbot to provide to your potential customers, right? So what I did is I created a full overview of all of our services, right? I just copied in there. I didn't make it really beautiful. I just copied everything and I put it into this doc. You can upload docx, you can upload PDFs, TXT files, and so on. But I used just this one and I added it to the chatbot, like you see here. So service catalog from Titanify, I added this here, right? And then I want actually the chatbot to use this, and I put that into my directive as well. Now, before I went into just typing all of this myself, I actually used ChatGPT to come up with a good prompt for this. And then I said, create a detailed prompt that I can use to give an AI chatbot to behave as a customer success or sales rep for my company, Titanify on Biz. So then ChatGPT went ahead, used Bing to search through my website and to come up with some suggestions here. So then this was the suggestion for ChatGPT. And then I said, okay, good, sounds good. Now just create the prompt using all the information that you can find on our website. And then it created this, right? Now, again, this was my first attempt here to create a good prompt for the AI chatbot. So I just copied this and I put that into the directive here, right? What else can you put in here? So I want to make sure that the greeting tab is generated. I like that more because it's always different. If they come onto your website and they see something like this, you could make it static, but I chose to make it generated. And the greeting prompt is something like this. Just say hello and ask in a very short and funny way. I mean, we're already in business and being so serious about it. Let's just have some fun as well, right? So make it funny, start with maximum 2 sentences and make it relevant to business process automation, increasing operational efficiency, or saving time and money by systemizing the business, right? And then this is what you get, right? So let's chat about how we can revolutionize your business through AI automation. How can I assist you today? And then in your user input placeholder, you put something like, what are you looking for, right? You have the directive, then you have your connection to OpenAI, right? So connecting it to OpenAI is, I think, a good idea because then you have the advantage to use the models, right? So that's really good. And then I put it into creativity here. And that's about it. So I just also added this one. Then you can see here, this is an automated chatbot that responds based on information provided by Titanify. I want people to know that the information is coming from us and that is not just another ChatGPT connection and the information is coming from wherever. And that's also why I think the data portion is important, because if you have blogs, if you have other information about how you deliver services, then I would suggest that you add all of this in this one file, and you can really structure the file so it's about the services, about the delivery process, all of these things. Then if your potential lead is asking these questions, then the chat will actually provide the solution and will tell the potential customer more and more and more and more. Now, one thing that I don't really like right now at the chatbots here is you can add an action. So you could add a button actually, but I've been testing this out and you can actually also connect it to a Zap. So you can actually, if they click on that button in the chat, it will run a Zap. The thing that I don't like right now is you will get in your Zap, and I can show you. So I tried this one. So if the button is clicked, you can do actions, right? And what I actually wanted to do is do something like this here, right? If you have a button, book intro call. So if you go here and you say book intro call, that's what I want people to do. That's what I want my potential customers to do. The notification is thanks, talk to you soon. That's what I tried, right? And if you do this, so let's just do that, create action, and it will add that button to it will start to create a new Zap, as you can see here. But then it will also add the button. So then if I say, I'm looking to, I need to automate my invoice process, then what you will get once you added this action is you get this one, right? So that looks really cool. And I would want people just to click on it so that they get a pop-up or they get redirected to Calendly, for example. But it doesn't work like that, unfortunately, because it just runs a Zap, which is still okay, right? But the thing is that it doesn't capture the information of the person that is talking to you. And then I was looking like, well, maybe if I use interfaces, which is something else, maybe we can have 2 pages where we start with this, or vice versa. If they click on the button, they open this page in the interface, it doesn't work like that, right? So right now, hopefully Zapier will add some more options to the future, because that will become very, very powerful and very good for lead generation and so on. Right now, I'm not going to use it. So just gonna remove this. Oh yeah, maybe just to clarify, what do you get when you do this? So if you do this, this is what you will get as information. You will get the prompts that the potential customer gave you and the response. So that's about it, that it will give you. It will give you the conversation, basically. The conversation is also something that that you will see here. So what you see here is what you will get when you run the Zap, right? So, okay. So the actions is not really usable for now, I would say. So if you go back to the setup, so all of this is filled out. Okay, what else do we have here? Just the chat and a subdomain, but that's more than enough. Then, so the next step is basically just add this to your website, right? So how you do that is you can just share this one, right? Either with a link, but we want to embed. So we can do two things. We can either do a standard embed, which is then an iframe that you get, or we do a pop-up, right? And with a pop-up, it creates that kind of little bubble on the bottom right side of a web page, as you can see here, right? So we are using GrooveFunnels to create our sites, our landing pages. You can use whatever, WordPress, Webflow, whatever you want. I just use this for now. So I added this embed portion here, and then I added the script in here. I can see that this is the script, so I could just use standard and click on iframe, for example, and I can copy this, and then I go here and add this in here, which will pretty much give me the same result. And I can also add the pop-up script, so you can do both. I do both because one, the pop-up is then actually added to the full site, so I add it in here, and the standard embed is on the home page. So if I now publish this, and again, this is Groove, so whatever tool you're using, just don't make it too complicated, just add the embed code. It's pretty straightforward. And then you go into the website and you'll do a refresh here. And then it will be loading. You can see it's loading. It's loading the standard embed here, and it's also loading the chatbot. The chatbot itself, now it could be that this is Groove. It's like very fickle in terms of where you have to click, but then it opens this, right? Or you have this one right here, and then you can start talking like, what are you looking for? I want to automate customer onboarding, right? I want it to be very easy for the people to actually get in touch with us, right? So it gives you some more information, and so hey there, well, actually, this is not what I want. I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's just see. Maybe it's because I added both of them. Hold on. So let me go back to this one first of all. I think I know what it is, because I use the iframe here, and here I use the script. So it could be that I'm actually just looking at the same chatbot as I had before. So let's do this. Saving. Okay, let's publish this. Okay, and let's try an incognito screen here. That can also do the trick to see what it comes up with. let's see. Okay. So I want to automate customer onboarding. Okay, that's better. So absolutely automating your customer onboarding, yada, 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 with our expertise, and then what I actually wanted to do as well is like already providing what service that they should choose, but definitely this one, right? So schedule a call with Titanify. I mentioned in the chatbot that I always wanted to provide, so here at the end here, always add a call to action link to book a call with us. Always, right? Because that's what I want. I want people to book a call with us. You can also add more stuff like, okay, if they ask for general inquiry, provide an email and so on and so on. So you leave it up to the chatbots to give some answers, but definitely I would recommend to add something like this so that at least you get the chance to provide a call to action every single time, right? Okay, so now I did this, pretty cool. And then let's see what I get here, if I get the same one. So you can see this is actually different, right? Let's see. I want to automate invoicing. So this is a different instance now than this one. And that's good. That's what I want. So then here, and this is what I mean. At Titanify, blah, blah, blah. Our Titan sprint process will ensure blah, blah, blah. Let's schedule a call, da, 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 and then this one. I also mentioned in the chatbot that it has to use emojis. Now, I'm not sure it does that for a part, but yeah, we'll have to see if we can improve this prompt even more, because I also want the bot to actually add some bold in the text so it's more readable, because now it's like a wall of text. So you can play around with that, but at least this is what you have. Now, if you go to another page in the website, let's see if this is actually getting the same instance. So this is another instance again, right? See? So it doesn't remember the instance across the site. I mean, okay, you know. But I think this is really good. I've been contemplating a lot about what to do around capturing potential customers on the website, and you can have a form, right? You can have a form like this. But having an AI chatbot on your website that can answer questions based on your information, your business information, your services, anything that you want, I think that is super, super, super valuable. Super valuable. The next thing that I would want to do with this is actually also capturing more data from the customer itself, because now the only thing that we will get here is the conversation, right? So this is what we will get. So you can see here conversations, which is okay. So this gives you some data, data about like what are the people looking for, and then you can create blog posts from that and so on. And this is something like as a trigger, you could do something around that to capture all of this information into an Excel sheet or whatever, and then do some automated blog posts, suggestions, and so on and so on. Anyway, this is a beta version, so this is only going to get better and better and better. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. It's a chatbot. I mean, it's an AI chatbot. What's not to like about it, especially if you have it connected to your own company data, right? You are in control of the company data that you provided, to be clear, right? So if you don't want it to show any prices or anything, then don't include it, or just put that into your prompt that they shouldn't provide any prices, you know. But this gives already a sense of support to the customer. to the potential customer. So I like it a lot. The other thing that Zapier started to do is, which I already mentioned a little bit, is interfaces. And interfaces is an extra step, right? You can create a chatbot without an interface and put it on your website, or you can actually create an interface and put your chatbot in the interface. The good thing about interfaces in combination with your chatbot would be that if you embed it, that you have a little bit more options here, like your frame height, frame width, and so on. So that's a little bit of an advantage, but there's more, like you have more pages, then you can do more things. You can actually put different chatbots next to each other. So there's a ton more that you can do with interfaces, but we will look at that in another video. So if you like this kind of how-tos, let me know in comments. If you have any questions or if you have suggestions what we should build next, put it in comments. I love doing this, right? This is my bread and butter. And yeah, this is cool. Thanks for watching, and we will see each other in another video.